It's like, this is the fastest episode we ever had.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you would have never survived Jake's playthrough of Sly Cooper.
But was he using speedrun strats?
No. Like, he was
actually
doing,
surprised.
like, a level per episode, and some of those levels were, like, 3 minutes.
Well,
Really?
that was his damn fault. You guys really should do it time-based.
I mean, every video should at least be, what, at most 20 minutes?
Yeah. Originally did half-hour episodes, but I found those to be a bit too long. So I started doing 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing like a highlight, at least you're probably like doing, what, an hour or two material, and you chop it
and then
down to
cutting
at
it
least
down to-
maybe 15
I would say
to
10 to 15
30 minutes.
For a highlight reel, 10 to 15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, because as much as I don't want to game the algorithm, there is
Right.
truth to it. People do
Right.
enjoy content that's easy to digest, but long enough to hold their attention.
Exactly. It's what, like YouTube poop logic?
Yeah.
Does your brain just revolve around YouTube poop, Dan?
No, it doesn't. I'm just trying to figure out the similarities
because
here.
almost every other reference you make on this channel is either CDI Mario or I was about to say Hotel Zelda.
What? Nice of Princess Zelda to invite us over for a picnic. Eh, Link?
I can't wait for her to make some lasagna.
The dongos! Well, here's the thing. I mean, the reason why I bring it up sometimes is because, first of all...
Sometimes.
Alright, fine. Most of the time, is that there's a lot of references here in trying to appease your audience.
Because that's ultimately what we're trying to do. We're trying to entertain, and while I
Right.
don't want to just make clickbaity content,
It's right, because majority of the audience only has a 8-second memory, like a goldfish.
fucking seriously, man. Like, you go to... like, I enjoy Markiplier. I'll watch him on occasion.
Yeah.
But, like, his audience is fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Like, nothing towards him or his audience in general, but you go down to the comments and you realize just how stupid some people are.
Yeah.
It's practical
go to
with
Game
almost every
Grumps.
Let's Play sometimes.
Whose audience is literally children.
Yeah.
And look at Ali A.
Is Ali A like a real YouTuber?
At this point,
Or is he just an intro?
Well, first of all, it seems like he's an expert with clickbait. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's like a whole half-hour video just for that little reveal
The wind
that he
got
has
stuck on
with
a
it.
rock. Okay.
Good job. What's it called? I'm not...
Physics.
I'm not sure. I don't know why, but I was just
The
reminded
power
Bob
of the
shit.
PlayStation 4, everybody!
The power of Christ compels you.
So, yeah, one of the Q&A questions was, what are you going to do after Christian? And I basically responded, I'm not sure if Slacker listened to the audio
Yeah,
yet.
well,
but
of course I did. I
basically said-
edited it. I did the editing for that before we recorded this.
That's fair.
That video was probably coming out before this, actually.
Well, yeah. No, that's why I'm okay with talking about it. I figured it'd be coming out in the near future anyways.
Yeah.
But basically I just said, I've already been looking up Bob Chipman, and he's done some disgusting stuff. Like, he hasn't been the journalist level pedophile bullshit,
Oh God.
but it's pretty bad. Between his book and some of his, like, just outright psychotic authoritarian tweets, he...
Oh my god, some of those are so crazy, they're hilarious.
Yeah,
Are
no,
we
and
talking about Alex Jones level crazy?
No, we're talking past that.
Oh, more psychotic. Okay.
we're talking, I want to sleep with Anita Sarkeesian so bad level psychotic.
No, we're talking like if Hitler gained like 200 pounds.
And also dyed his hair light blue.
And had diabetes.
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 Oh, man. And unlike Chris Chan, I don't feel bad insulting Bob Chipman because he doesn't have any of the excuses Chris Chan does. Because Chris Chan was raised poorly by irresponsible
Chris
parents.
Chan was a perfect storm.
And he has a mental condition.
Yeah, he's a perfect storm of like all the things that can go wrong with a person.
Exactly, and here's the thing: for everything he's been through, you feel sorry for the guy.
Yeah, no, you ultimately feel bad for him because especially I've talked about it before, but one of my friends has Asperger's, which technically no longer exists, and he just was placed on the autism scale.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you knew him for as long as I did, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell he has Asperger's.
Yeah, because you have these kids in, they participate through social acceptance classes or whatnot,
he was raised properly.
Exactly. It's through proper raising a child.
Yeah. He was given the proper care and attention that he needed in order to become a fully functional adult.
Right.
And it just blows my mind that some people are just totally against stuff like that and don't want to get their kids that.
And it's even worse that these parents believe that vaccinations give these kids...
That is mind-blowingly dumb, because when you actually listen to a doctor's breakdown on what each of those ingredients do...
Dude, there's more mercury in like a tuna sandwich than there are in those vaccines.
Yeah,
literally.
And the worst part is the mercury in a vaccine has a very specific positive purpose.
It does.
Like they're not just filling you full of poison for no fucking reason. There's a reason. I don't know. It's dumb. Like especially when you tell people, if you get enough mercury, you'll die. There's also the fact that every scientist,
like all but one scientist involved in that quote unquote study has retracted their support for it. And that the journal that it was published in basically said, yeah, we kind of made this up. We
dropped the ball. Yeah.
At this point, I don't even know. It's just that you do not want to vaccinate your child all at once, because I tell you, you're going to really drug the poor kid.
No, and I think, and the worst part is I have one of those anti-vaxxers in real life, because they were telling a story about how their mother got vaccinated. Less than a week later, she got sick from the disease the vaccination was supposed to protect against. And I'm like, that's a dumb reason. You know, that's purely anecdotal, right? And there's a reason why that kind of stuff happens.
I mean, it does. I mean, technically it does happen, but it's incredibly rare.
Right.
And even so, it's nowhere near as bad as the disease itself.
Yeah. No, and the worst part is, what a lot of people don't understand is that there are, I think, over 100 strands of common cold, of the common cold bacteria or virus or whatever. Virus, yeah. And you cannot include all 100 strands in the vaccination at once. At most, they include 2 or 3, because otherwise it would just be way too damn hard to maintain. So what people have to do when flu season comes around is
try not to get sick.
Well, but predict which strands, once flu season hits, which strands will be the most prominent. And sometimes you're wrong, sometimes you're right. It's honestly a status analysis and a bit of a crapshoot. So it's not going to be 100% successful. And even if it is successful, if you get sick within 2 weeks of that vaccination, you're probably going to get sick anyways, because your body hasn't had the time to adjust. So it's
that,
just a whole bunch of... Yeah.
I find the flu shot a complete scam.
It's not. It's not. It actually helps. And no, it does help. What a lot of people don't realize is that if for no one else, you should get vaccinated for people who can't get vaccinated and have compromised immune systems.
Exactly. That's the only reason why measles came back. It's because the herd immunity is gone.
Yeah.
That's why you got to test your immune system against certain things.
I mean, imagine if we applied anti-vaxxer logic to other situations. Like, don't worry. Like Jenny McCarthy says, you don't need seatbelts. Your body's immune system will definitely shield you against the windshield.
Oh, yeah, that'll definitely help.
Yeah, no, long story short, the flu virus has its purpose, even if it might not protect you directly. I personally could get salmonella and know I'd be perfectly fine even with no medication because I'm in my mid-20s. I can survive that shit. I'll be fine. The reason why I would try to avoid getting salmonella is because if I interact with someone with a compromised immune system, they could die. And if I have it and spread it to them, I could have indirectly killed them.
I understand. You would be like the carrier, even though you don't realize that you
Right.
have this specific condition.
Right. It's less, especially me. I have a pretty strong immune system to the point where I haven't actually ever met my current general practitioner ever, and I've had this one for like 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so sensitive to drugs that the last time I took Dayquil, which was in high school, I was out for 6 hours. My body is not used to drugs because my immune system is.
Oh, you
hardened
mean
up.
you fell asleep? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I was practically unconscious for 6 hours, and then I
Oh.
woke up. I woke up at like 8:30 at night, went back to sleep, and got an actual night's sleep on top of that.
Mm.
But long story short, my immune system's super hardy, so I kind of don't need to take anything ever. Apparently, at least not until I get older and my immune system starts weakening again. It looks like we want to do the outro, so let's do that.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Good night.
I guess.
Thanks, Dave, for contributing to the conversation.
I guess.
Yeah, I know. Like I was like really silent throughout this whole thing because it's just like for me, it's like all that stuff is like really interesting to just listen and just thinking about like my past
Dave
experience.
listens.
I know. I'm the one
Alright.
person in this group that listens.
All right.